Hey, I'm Butterfly.
Hey, I'm Firefly.
Have you ever wondered if we aren't being told the truth about everything?
What have we been lied to about? Join us as we have conversations and ask questions about everything. We invite you to keep an open mind and consider the unfathomable.
Let's break the chains that enslave our minds. Come on, let's go down the rabbit hole.
What's up, Butterfly?
Hey, Firefly, what's going on?
I got suspended on X.
I know. What happened?
I think I talked about those people from that country from 1948 too much
Uh-oh. I'm
because
surprised you didn't go straight to jail.
it worked very good on my country. Remember, we did an episode on XAI. It was
Yes,
one of our best ones.
XAI.
It was early on.
Our listeners should go check that one out again.
Dude, it was one of our best ones. It got totally like a bunch of traction. Like we got like 300 views, and then all of a sudden,
Like
no one ever watched it
like
again.
in 1 or 2 days. And then it was just like, oh, nobody else wants to watch it now. Those
Totally.
300 people like wanted to listen, and now nobody else wants to listen.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. So,
Yeah.
anyways, we did this episode on XAI buying it from Elon because Elon was
Yeah.
going to make it free speech.
Right.
But then he comes out and he goes, "But I'm Jewish. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna just go ahead and sell this. So I'm gonna make a big to-do about buying X. I'm gonna take forever to buy it. I'm gonna go through all of this rigmarole. It's gonna be a big public hassle. I'm gonna buy it, and then about a year later, I just sell it to BlackRock
For less than what I bought it for.
for less than what I bought it for. But I'm a good guy, and I'm fighting for free speech.
And so now, since I don't own it anymore, you can kiss free speech
You
goodbye.
can kiss it goodbye because now on there, I mean, I never got any traction on any of our memes, any of our posts.
Yeah, and now you've been suspended.
And now it's suspended. So
Yeah.
X is
They don't
captured.
they don't like us.
So now you got to find us at TikTok,
Yeah,
Unslave Your
we
Mind
we
podcast.
just started TikTok, which that's a little sketchy,
And we'll see what
but we'll
happens there.
see.
We got YouTube. We got 19 followers on YouTube
Yay!
without even doing anything. I didn't even think people were watching us
Well,
there.
remember Candace Owens said that you could get like 300 or 400 views on YouTube just by accident if you just like accidentally put something out there.
If you're foisted like she is.
Yeah,
And then you can find us at Rumble still. That's the
that's
mainstay.
kind of our main one. And then
Insta.
follow us on Instagram,
Tell
right?
us the handle.
At Unslave Your Mind Podcast.
And we have like over 100 followers there. We have over 100 followers at Rumble. So we're starting to get an audience. And I'm noticing on every episode we're having a faithful group of people listening to each episode.
I
And I'd
know.
like to thank all of you.
I would like to thank them too.
Isn't that
I'd
nice?
like to thank our listeners.
They're
Yes.
like new friends of
I
ours
know.
and they care about us.
I feel like you know, even though like we can't meet each other, all of us,
Maybe one day.
we're a community.
We're a
I
community.
feel like we're a community, and that's what we're trying to create. We're trying to create a community, and we're trying to start a renaissance.
That's what it is. And we had that idea about going to Nebraska and having a big field.
Yeah,
No ticks.
no ticks, just corn. And that's going to be the trip before we go to the big one, which is Antarctica.
And then we go Antarctica.
I can't
But we're
wait.
going to have all of our followers meet us in Nebraska, and we're going to have a gathering, and we're going to have people shake hands and look each other in the eye and give hugs. And even if you're a dude, you might give a hug.
I like hugging dudes.
You like hugging dudes. I don't mind. I'll hug dudes if they're stoked on our show. I'll give
Okay.
you a hug. But we're going to be able to talk about stuff that's not monitored.
And you can bring your dogs because
Bring your
I
dogs.
like hugging dogs.
Dogs are great. You can
That's
even
my
bring your
favorite.
cat. I've seen people who like cruise around
Whoa.
with their cats.
Yeah, some cats don't really like. Could you imagine bringing Gucci?
He'd be all mad.
It'd be like, don't disrupt
There's
me.
too many people here that I appreciate it.
These people, these plebs.
Mm, That's totally. Gucci's probably from that country from 1949.
Oh no.
Anyways, we got to talk
So,
about that country from 1948.
well, what we're going to talk about, what we're going to do today, the rabbit hole that we're going down, we're going to unpack AIPAC.
We're unpacking AIPAC.
Yeah,
We're
because there's a lot to
AIPACing.
unpack.
Exactly. So the mainstream media narrative from what's his name? What's the guy's name that wears the yarmulke?
Are you talking about Ben Shapiro?
Ben Shapiro. I watched him the other day, and his eyebrows have become bushier, and his mustache has become like Charlie Chaplin length.
Ugh,
But he comes out and he goes, "Stop making fun of my yarmulke, first of all. Second of all, you're an idiot if you think that AIPAC had anything to do with Massey's uh, primary loss."
you're an idiot and you're crazy.
First of all, the guy who won was an Army Ranger, and we've talked about that. He's like a full-on, like, we need to support Israel, MK Ultra compliant. Like,
Totally indoctrinated,
he does what
brainwashed.
he's told. He's probably
Yeah.
MK Ultra.
Oh, for sure.
He probably got MK Ultra, and then that's why I
He
was starting to
follows
think about
orders.
that guy. I was starting to think about like maybe these elite forces, like the Rangers and the Navy SEALs, maybe that's the most MK Ultra-able of the soldiers. That's why
Yeah,
they get gathered into those programs. That has nothing to do with physical endurance or even shooting skill. They're the most compliant,
that could very well be.
and they'll go without asking and carry out evil shit like Abu Ghraib. And then the one chick's like, I want you guys to get into a pyramid while you're naked, and I'm gonna shock your balls in your dick.
Oh God.
I'm from Nebraska, and I'm a Karen. So I bet you the dudes that are working there are probably full on MK Ultra compliant.
Mm-hmm.
So what we wanted to talk about today was APAC. So APAC sent out a tweet, and they said, "We would just like to say we're very proud that we were able to influence the primary elections of Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene." So I don't think Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene are real. I think they're controlled opposition, but I think their role was to get attacked by them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was to say to the people, remember, you don't talk bad about us, otherwise we primary you.
Right.
Even if you manage to win an election, you're gonna get primary. You just accept it. We rule over you. I think that's kind of the gist of it.
Oh my gosh. I think that's spot on.
Just accept it.
Totally. Yeah. So we talked about Massey in a few episodes back, which our listeners can go back and listen to. It was before the race, and we kind of went into theories that we have about that. And we think that actually, when his wife I almost said got killed,
Yeah,
when his wife died mysteriously suddenly, um, we think he also probably was killed. And
that's my running
the
thesis.
the guy that's been in there has just been sort of a placeholder, and he was in there to finish out the storyline, which was that he had to you know try to win this election, and we knew he wasn't going to win, but that was all part of the storyline. He had to like play this out, and then he would get voted off the island. He'd be off the show. His part was over. So, and that's pretty much what happened.
And I'm
So,
thinking the Thomas Massey that we've been seeing over the last several weeks is probably a clone or
yeah,
a body
a
double
body double.
because he
He
probably
doesn't
got
look
taken out.
he doesn't look the same.
Because I don't think that country from 1948, the general atmosphere I'm feeling is fear and desperation from them.
Yeah.
So when he comes out on Tucker, who's huge, has a huge audience, comes out and says every single Republican in Congress has an APAC handler, I don't think they wanted that out
Yeah. So he said that, and then like a week later his wife died suddenly. And
there
then
after remodeling their house and doing the drywall, and she looked like totally rugged and totally healthy.
yeah, and then within less than a year, he's got a new wife, supposedly much younger wife, and he looks different. And he's like, "Oh no, APAC had nothing to do with my wife's death." You
And
know?
now we have this whole concept of wife handlers.
Yeah.
So Don Jr.
Mm.
Don Jr. just had a tweet. I'm just getting married, and yeah, it's no big deal. The chick that I'm marrying is just like one of the daughters of one of the associates at BlackRock, you
Oh
know,
God.
but it's no big deal. I just love her. It's all about love. And
Right. So he already got rid of the other girlfriend because he was married and then he broke up with her and he was dating that wasn't he dating the she was like some like entertainment girl or like one of those news shows, you know? And
see,
he's already gotten rid of her and
I
now
don't
he's
think she was handling him well. Maybe he was
maybe
going off the reservation, so now they've given him a handler.
right. Because if she's like related to BlackRock, she's a handler.
She's a handler. So
Yeah,
Don Jr. has been put on the plantation and he has to obey and be
right.
a good little boy. So I think women are handlers, and Massey's new wife might be his handler that was assigned to him.
Even though he's probably not even the real Massey, he would still need a handler because he would have to be told what to do.
His body double or his clone needs to be handled. Maybe clones need to be handled.
Probably,
Maybe that's how it works.
probably.
Because
I think clones need to be handled, and I think a lot of handlers are clones.
could be they have to be programmed. You
Yeah,
have to give them prompts like ChatGPT.
yeah, totally. And then sometimes it says you went up against the guardrails, and that doesn't
You
go
bumped
along.
up against guardrails.
That doesn't go along with our guidelines.
I can't create that meme. And then you go, why can't you create that meme? And instead of answering in words, he just creates the meme for you.
After he's argued with you for 20 minutes.
Dude, I love that
Yeah.
because then
He's like, whatever, I give up.
he always creates my un-PC memes. And he does it perfect. And he even adds little details that I didn't even think of. I go, dude, that was like he nailed Alpha Gal.
That one
Oh
was
my God.
hilarious. Yeah.
He nailed her like like the
We just
person that
told
he used was perfect.
we just told him, the characters that we wanted in it
Yeah.
and described them and what the message was and
He knew
got
exactly what we were
he
looking
got the
for.
characters like looking
Dude,
perfectly.
nailed it.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was probably why we got kicked off of X. Probably
Uh,
because I made fun of a fat girl. You're not supposed to do that.
uh.
They're probably like,
But all the fat girls are getting skinny now because of Ozempic.
GLP-1.
Yeah.
You
So
take
what's
your
the problem?
GLP-1. So let's unpack APAC.
Yeah.
APAC's weird. It stands for American Israeli PAC. First of all, PACs refer to, do you remember Citizens United? You ever
No.
heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Citizens United was an act that was passed by Congress. And what it essentially did was say that corporations are afforded free speech rights and they can speak with their money. So corporations can make huge donations to political PACs.
Hmm.
And that's something we got to get away from
Yeah.
because now we don't have a Congress that represents their constituents. We have a Congress that represents their corporate interests.
Right.
And now with APAC, you have people like Miriam Adelson. Was that her name?
Yep. Miriam Edelson.
Is it Edelson?
Adelson.
Adelson?
I think that's how you say it.
So Miriam Adelson is a dual citizen. So
Right.
she's a citizen in that country from 1948 and a citizen in America. So her loyalty clearly lies with Israel,
Yeah.
but she's able to donate $100 million to Trump's race,
Right.
part of this APAC pact.
Yeah.
So that's foreign meddling in
Right.
our elections.
Exactly.
And I think Russiagate, remember
Yeah.
Russiagate? That was revealing the method.
Mm-hmm.
Russians did not um, interfere in our elections, but the
No.
people from that country from 1948 do.
Right.
So we do have foreign meddling in our elections, but it's done by that people from that country from 1948.
I think so.
So APAC is one of their weapons of election rigging.
Mm-hmm.
And they election rigged like this. They had this black chick. She went on some interview, and it was like a low pro, like low budge interview. It wasn't like Barbara Walters. She went on some like what do they call that when a show is made in some little city and it just shows in that city. It's
Oh,
public
like
access.
public, yeah.
So she went on like a public access channel
Uh-huh.
after she lost her bid. So she ran for Senate, and I think she was from Georgia, or she might
I
have
think
been
she was
from,
from Georgia.
I think she was from Georgia.
Yeah.
You remember seeing her?
Yeah.
So she comes out and she says, oh no, I got approached by people when I started my campaign, and they said, we love you. We love your platform, and we have big plans for you on the Hill. The only thing you got to do is just sign this waiver that says anything that AIPAC, your AIPAC handler, tells you to do, you're going to go ahead and do that.
Hmm, God.
And she objected, and she said that what she told the person was, no, no, I'm going to vote my conscience on the Hill. That's why my constituents love me. They want me to go vote my conscience. And the AIPAC handler said, I'm sorry to hear that,
Hmm.
because
Now you're gonna lose.
what we're going to do now is we're going to take all of our money and we're going to fund your opponent, and we'll make sure they win, and then we'll also smear your family and destroy your life.
They're like the mob.
They're a mob. It's
It's
extortion.
it's ridiculous. So nobody's really winning fair and square,
No,
you know.
we have a mob running our country,
Yeah.
and it's from that country from 1948.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think it's just our country.
no, it's the whole world. And you might say, well, what about people who aren't from that country from 1948? They're complicit. People like Trump, they become controlled opposition and they play their role. So APAC is this handler like group.
Yes.
They are a bunch of handlers, kind of like Kanye. Remember,
Yeah.
Kanye? Kanye's handler said, okay, Kanye, you went off the reservation on Alex Jones' show. You showed up with a bottle of Yoo-Hoo
Yahoo and
and
a
a
net.
net.
And he went on a rant about net and Yahoo.
Oh yeah, that drink is actually called Yahoo. It's not Yoo-Hoo. There's a drink called Yoo-Hoo too, isn't
It's
there?
called Yahoo.
Wasn't there a drink called Yoo-Hoo?
Mm,
Like a hot cocoa called Yoo-Hoo.
I don't know. This one's like chocolate milk.
Yeah, I don't really like Yahoo. Have you ever had it?
I'm sure it's probably all like chemicals.
I think it's called Yoo-Hoo.
No, it's Yahoo.
Are you sure? I think it's
Are you
called Yoo-Hoo.
Mandela affecting me?
I'm pretty sure it's called Yoo-Hoo, but it was still funny because it was net and Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah.
You knew
I'm
what he was
gonna
talking about.
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up.
I think it was Yahoo.
I'll finish my point.
Okay.
So Kanye, he comes out on Alex Jones and he wears a ski mask and he's got a net and a Yoo-Hoo or a Yahoo, and he does this incoherent rant about how he loves Hitler and hates those people from that country from 1948.
You're right. It's Yoo-hoo.
It's Yoo-Hoo.
It's Yoo-hoo.
That's what I thought.
Wow, that's funny. Okay.
So net and Yoo-Hoo. So he comes out on Alex Jones, and then in the wake of that interview, um, it came out from like insiders who were close to Kanye, said that his handler from that country from 1948 came up and told him, if you don't come out and renounce what you said, then we're gonna put you on psychotropic drugs and put you in a mental hospital and take your kids away. And he came out and put out a tweet in Hebrew saying, no, 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 those people from that country from 1948 are great. I love them. And they're all wonderful people.
That's crazy.
So handlers are a real thing.
Yeah.
And what handlers do is come and
Keep
tell you what to vote and tell you what to say. And if you step out of line, they threaten you and
Yeah.
they
Destroy
calibrate
you.
you.
Yep. They keep you on a short leash.
Hmm. And some of them can be wives.
Yeah.
Because, like, a wife can just make a quick text message to the muscle man to come and mess with you,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Totally.
So that's what we live in. We live in this handler culture. I think that's a new term.
Handler culture.
We live in handler
Yeah, because
culture.
I think there's a lot of people that have them,
And
you
I think
know?
that's what APAC is. APAC should just be called handlers, handler pack.
Totally.
Because what they're responsible for doing is handling the Republicans. And remember what Massey said, the Democrats do not have them
Right.
because the Democrats are a cult. They go and toe the line. All of them just go right down the line. None of them thinks for themselves. Every Democrat does what they're told.
Yeah.
But the Republicans on the other side, they are opposed to the Democrat policies because they have this, and I know this now, they have this fake Christian values that they try to uphold. And so they need an AIPAC handler who says, no, 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 that's fine. But here's your Schofield Bible Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
What do we know about the Schofield Bible?
Well, I'm sure you know more than I do, but it's not the real Bible. It's a version that they want you to believe.
They've taken every mention of Israel in the Bible, and when God mentions it, especially in the New Testament and in the Psalms, he's talking about the spiritual kingdom, the people who believe. They are the spiritual Israel. But the Schofield Bible turns it into no, that country from 1948, that one that was formed in 1948, we need to have undying allegiance to them, otherwise Armageddon's coming.
That's why the a lot of the pastors at a lot of these churches are, I think, leading their flocks astray because they're following that Bible and they're telling their congregations that exactly that, that we have to have, that they're our biggest, Israel's our biggest ally, and we have to, support them at all costs. And I don't think that that is the right thing for a pastor to be doing.
No. As a matter of fact, a pastor shouldn't be involved in those types of things. He should be telling you to depart from sin, familiarize yourself with the Bible, practice living your life right. He shouldn't be telling you about your political beliefs.
Right.
That was kind of like a Godspeak.
Totally.
They were like, no,
That
no, no,
was
no,
Pastor Rob McQuaid.
Pastor Rob. No, 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 we're against COVID too, but let us tell you exactly how you're supposed to be against COVID.
Mm-hmm.
We'll explain to you what your role is. And that's what he does. He manages and he handles. He's a handler. I think Rob McCoy was a handler for our movement.
Yeah.
He came into our red pill movement and said, okay, good, good, good. Now everyone come to my church and I'll control you.
Does he follow the Schofield Bible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he came out and he was in the wake of Charlie Sheen's death, or not Charlie Sheen,
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
The Charlie Kirk incident.
The Charlie Kirk
We'll call it.
incident. Yeah, he came out in the wake of that saying, no, you know what? We need to support Israel no matter what.
Right.
He
Yeah.
he walked that line.
Yeah.
So he's
He's
controlled
getting
opposition.
money from them.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what so AIPAC is controlled opposition.
Yeah.
They are the progenitors of controlled opposition. Everybody that they handle goes out and does their controlled opposition scripts. I
Exactly.
think that's what it is.
Yeah. But it's interesting that Thomas Massey was on Tucker and said, everybody has a handler, and then he, renounced that afterwards, or maybe it wasn't him, but um, and then um,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
Thomas Massey when he came out and said, "No, no, no, no.
yeah, and then
My wife was a wonderful woman. She was not killed though."
Ben Shapiro is saying like, "Oh, you're crazy if you think AIPAC had anything to do with him not winning." And then they come out and actually just admit that they were so happy.
Yeah, no,
I
and I
mean,
wasn't I
how is
wasn't
that
hallucinating.
how is that legal? How can they just like sway? I mean, is it legal to do that? To just sway
No.
because I remember during one of the Trump elections, um they were like literally stopping people from, like, you couldn't comment like political stuff on Instagram and stuff like that if you were saying like you liked Trump. Like they were saying that that was swaying the voting, but it came out in the wash afterwards that Mark Zuckerberg had donated all this money to
Yep.
the Democratic Party. So it's
Yep.
like, how is that fair or legal? I don't think, I don't know. I don't think that that should be allowed, that they should have,
And how about Google?
because that's a conflict of interest. I mean,
Totally.
he's got like the one of the biggest platforms where people talk about stuff, and he's donating tons of money to the Democrat Party. So he's obviously gonna allow all of those comments to go forward, and like suppress anybody that's talking on the other side, basically.
And then him and Sergey Brin from Google, they both were like, Sergey Brin comes out and he goes, "Oh my God, I know everybody's so bummed because Trump won." It was after the 2016 election. Footage came out of him having the Google employees all meeting up, and he's telling them, "We're so bummed you're not the only one. We are devastated that Trump won, but we're never going to let this happen again." And what Google does is they artificially throttle search results.
Mm-hmm.
So when you search for stuff, you get negative shit about Trump.
Yeah,
And if you want to find anything good, you got to dig down 10 pages. And
right.
they know that.
Yeah,
So there's all these people that have no shame to their game.
yeah.
They're just all about destroying our country. And they don't care about doing it right. So that's white pill. White pill is we need to start doing something against that. We
Exactly.
need to start saying, no, these
Well,
big tech companies are not above the law.
you know what? So you know what I think white pill is? Um, we really need to defend our free speech because that is kind of like the main problem here. We need to be able to talk about this stuff and share it. And like, look at how we're suppressed and like they now banned us on X and stuff like that.
Suspended.
Suspend us. I mean, for what? Like we're not doing anything illegal supposedly or anything
We don't
really
call for
wrong.
violence.
No, and we don't
All we do is question things, and they go, "We can't have that.
you can't question certain things, which
Can't have
is
that."
like that's free speech. So we really need to defend free speech. I think that's the white pill. We have
Totally.
that's so important. We can't lose free speech.
We can't lose free speech. And then we also have to hold our Congress accountable. They have these hearings for Google and Microsoft. Remember Microsoft? It came out that one of their Zoom calls was recorded, and the Indian dude that runs Microsoft said, "No, no, we will not even look at the application of a white person.
Oh God.
We are not interested in white people here at Microsoft. We only want third world barbarians working here." So they get called before Congress to go to these hearings, and they get softballs lobbed at them. But then you'll always have like a few Republicans for theater purposes
Right.
act like they're clamping down on these guys,
Yeah, they're
but
always
nothing
there
ever happens.
talking, talking, talking. It's like the people that like to call meetings. Like, have you ever worked with those kind of
Oh
people?
my God.
But I remember I worked at this one company, and this girl, um, she was new and she got some position that was sort of like kind of sort of high up, I guess. And
Supervisor.
she always wanted to call a meeting. And it was like we wasted so much time on these meetings. Like she would always like every day, I think we need to have a meeting this afternoon. Everybody meet at 3:30 or whatever. Every day it was like a meeting. So it'd be like 20 minutes of people just kind of gathering and like chit-chatting, and then like maybe 10 minutes of discussing something, and then like nothing would get resolved. But she was very pleased with the fact that she had called this meeting, like something was accomplished. But that's kind of the
Well,
same
she
thing.
likes to be the center of attention. Usually, when they call a meeting, everyone's sitting around paying attention to her.
Yeah. But the
Strokes her ego.
Republicans that do all the talking on these topics that, these problems that we have, but nothing ever gets accomplished. I don't know. I think they're controlled opposition,
They are. That's
and
exactly what they are.
they are, just kind of killing time and pacifying the constituents. They're, like, oh, we're doing something
We're
about
clamping
this.
down on this.
We're
Don't
clamping
worry.
down.
They're
Yeah,
not doing nothing.
I'm really mad about this particular topic, and I'm taking care of it. I'm doing something about it. And it's like they'll like go on some rant, at the table that they all those long tables or desks, I don't even know what you call them, where they all sit there with their microphones
Yeah.
and they sit and they talk, and it's like, but nothing ever gets accomplished.
No.
So,
Those are for the sake of their egos. I remember when
yeah,
I used to work at I used to sell copiers for this company called Ricoh,
yeah.
and it's a Japanese company. And one of the dudes from Japan worked there, and he was so cool. He was this little Japanese guy. I remember I got a new suit. I came walking in on I had my suit was this Italian suit. I had Italian shoes and an Italian suit. And I come walking in with my sunglasses, and I was all stoked. And this little Japanese guy, he's out smoking cigarettes out in front of the office, and he goes, "You look like a movie star." And so he comes up to me one time. He only said a couple of things. He told me I look like a movie star, and then he also came up to me one time and he goes, "Meeting benefit sales manager do not benefit salesperson."
Mm,
And it's true. The
yeah.
meetings are for the managers.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have everybody in
That's
and they
such a
want to
good
browbeat
say.
you. They go around the room. What'd you sell today? What have you sold? And then they want to compare you to everybody else. Well, look, Rebecca sold more than you did. She's kicking your ass,
Mm.
and I'm gonna publicly shame you in the meeting right now. So that's what it is.
Yeah,
And that's how the congressional hearings are.
right.
They're just formalities that do nothing,
Yeah.
you know?
So we have to continue to fight for free speech,
We do.
and we have to keep spreading the word.
Hmm.
And so we hope that our listeners will spread our word by sharing with the friends and, following us on our various platforms.
We got to get rid of APAC from our country.
Yeah,
I think APAC needs to be outlawed and abandoned.
totally. I don't think a lot of people even know about APAC.
I don't think
I
so
think
either.
that's one of those things that like the average person like has never heard of because I don't think it's like on mainstream media where they're like, "Oh, APAC funded this," or this is this person's APAC handler. You know what I mean? So
It'd be like if you're driving your car and there's like a pencil sticking up in your ass, and you're just like, my ass hurts, but I have no idea why.
it's like that. Yeah, kind of like that.
So find us.
Find us.
So right now, you can find us. X is done. So we're not going to even use X
I think the
anymore.
only followers that we got on X were like those porn bots,
That was it.
right?
Just porn bots. That's all we got there. So we found some traction at Insta. Tell us our Insta.
At Unslave Your Mind Podcast,
And then we have our website.
unslaveyourmindpodcast.com.
And on our website, we have a store that's live now.
Yeah, you can buy a cool t-shirt.
We have one cool t-shirt and we have all these cool ideas for shirts. We're going to put shirts and hats out there. So right now, you can go buy one of our shirts and more shirts are to come.
And
Please.
and you can actually be a model of somebody from our community
Totally.
by wearing it.
Totally.
Mhm.
All of our shirts are cool. They're original designs that we come up
Yeah,
with cool messaging.
yeah,
Like we have this one idea that we are going to have for like a Scare City shirt.
yeah.
And Scare City is going to show like a 15-minute city on it. So you can go buy our shirts. We're going to have hats there. You can also visit us at TikTok now, Unslave Your Mind
We just
podcast.
started that.
Please go visit us there and follow us there. And then, of course, Rumble,
Rumble.
Unslave Your Mind podcast on Rumble.
Yep.
That's probably the main place where people watch
Spotify,
us.
Apple,
Spotify and Apple, a lot of people watch us there.
RSS.
RSS is not, I don't think you can just go to RSS.
How do people get on there though? You said we had a lot of followers there from different countries.
So they listen on the host of platforms that RSS pushes out to.
Oh,
So
okay.
what I do is when I push the episode out, I use RSS, that's the website,
Yeah.
but then it pushes it out to a host of platforms, Spotify,
Oh, I see.
Apple. Um, there was one other one that's just all podcasts.
Yeah, there were a few that like were obscure that were actually had a lot of followers.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, find us there. Find us on Spotify for sure.
YouTube,
YouTube.
we just kind of started
Unslave Your
that.
Mind podcast. Go to
Yeah.
YouTube. We have 19 followers there. All of our episodes are there. If you guys like YouTube, a lot of people just find it accessible and
You
it's
know what's weird though? Like, when I try to set my mom up on her TV to like listen to some of our episodes on YouTube, um, I can't find all of our episodes. So I'm not sure all of our episodes are actually there on YouTube.
I'll take a look, but I
Yeah,
just looked at the other day because
they
I
were
was
there.
surprised they were there and
Okay.
we had 19 followers and I haven't done anything on there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start doing some clips. I think that's what we want to do. Clips on TikTok, YouTube, and Rumble and Insta. We'll
Right.
put those clips out there, and then our full episodes are at Rumble, so you guys can find us.
and
and
join our community.
join our community and
Yeah.
let's get rid of AIPAC and
And let's
take our country back.
spread free speech
Spread free
like a
speech.
virus.
Exactly. Spread it like
They
cooties.
love viruses.
You know what?
They love them. So we can spread our virus too.
You know what we're doing?
Catch
We're
on like
kind of like
wildfire.
we're in a BSL-4 bioweapons lab and we're
We're trying to
adding
figure out
gain of function.
we're trying to figure out how to make it more catchy.
We're making free
Gain of
speech gain of
function.
function catchy.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
That's important.
Totally.
That needs to be more catchy,
It needs to be more catchy.
and we're not experimenting on monkeys or baby beagles.
No,
We're experimenting on you.
we're experimenting on you, but it's not gonna
It's
like
not gonna
torture you.
hurt. It's not
No,
gonna
no,
hurt.
no. That's right. And the other thing we got to do is get AIPAC out
Out
of
of here.
Congress. I think the way that you solved the AIPAC thing, every Robin Williams said it.
Oh, I loved him.
Robin Williams said it. He said every politician should have every sponsor
Oh yeah.
posted on their jacket, kind of like in NASCAR.
Right. Totally.
That way,
Yeah.
this guy is in bed with BlackRock,
Yeah.
or this guy, dude, he's owned by AIPAC.
I think they would all have a BlackRock sticker on
Totally.
and an APAC sticker.
It would be like the
Yeah.
Nike swoosh, like
Yeah.
every player
Oh,
has Nike.
everybody's wearing that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be your typical BlackRock.
Yeah.
So every one of those guys is owned by BlackRock and AIPAC.
Mm-hmm.
Just disgusting, man.
It is.
Anything else?
That was a good unpacking.
That was a good unpack the AIPAC.
Totally.
Okay, we'll talk soon.
Talk to you later. Bye.